Welcome today in my podcast. And I have a very, very special guest today, and I'm very delighted to have her here. And it's Nicola Light. Welcome, Nicola.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. The only difference with you and I is the A and the E.
Yeah,
Good
and
job,
that's just the
Nicola.
name, right?
It's just a name. It's just a
Yeah,
label.
yeah,
Thank you for inviting me. I was really we sort of connected on LinkedIn, and I was like, whoa, I don't often go on there, but then there was a message from you, and I thought, well, this was obviously divinely orchestrated
yeah.
to come and have a little conversation.
Yeah, yeah, because I asked it in May, and I thought, well, okay, it's not defined timing yet. So normally I would be from, oh, I don't get an answer, and now I just had the feeling like, well, when it's time, it's time.
Yeah,
So now it's the time. So
yeah, the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yes.
happy.
So yeah, it's very interesting how the universe sort of aligns it into that moment that I didn't pick that message up from May to
Yeah,
now August.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, like you say,
But
divine
it's
timing.
fine. It's fine. I don't feel rejected anymore by anybody because yeah, yeah,
Mm.
I know how everything works. So. Um, yeah, you have your own YouTube channel. I will speak more slowly because otherwise I stumble about my English. And you are a teacher as well, and yeah, in a lot of things, mentoring and light language because that's your specialty, if I may say so.
Mhm.
And I was just looking at your YouTube to find some things, and I saw, and of course, I saw that episode, but it was, I look a lot of, I hear a lot of podcasts. I saw the podcast with you on Next Level Soul. And
Yeah,
wow, yeah. And it's about the rise of the star seeds and the light workers. And I thought, yes, yes, this is the time. I feel it in everything. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
yeah. It was the journey of the YouTube channel in itself has been, beautiful and it's a very interesting phase of my own journey of when I create the post to put it on there,
Mhm.
it's mainly really for me to actually understand what it is that I'm upgrading within myself,
Yeah,
and then through me presenting different conversations that I have with the camera is then actually then passed on for others. So if you check out that my channel, which is Nicola Light, you'll sort of see the journey from the very beginning of when I used to post every day through lockdown,
yeah,
and then sort of like move through, understanding what it is that I'm doing here. I'm an experiencer and a self-activator. So
yeah,
I use my light codes and I express codes on there, and through that then I start to remember. Then as I sort of progressed, I then sort of met my new partner, and he suggested, "Oh, why don't you reach out to a few other podcasts and see whether you'll get more expansion with being a little bit more exposed for people to sort of come in and understanding what you did." So there was a couple of channels that I reached out to, and one of them was New Level Soul, and he was so wonderful. But
yeah.
it was quite funny because the actual podcast itself, I really didn't resonate with. I sort of felt like, oh, why can't you understand it from this higher perspective? And so it needed to be sort of a less
I get it. Yeah,
true Nicola,
yeah,
authentic Nicola, which I felt a little bit like,
yeah.
it
I
didn't quite
understand. I
hit the
understand
spot.
what you mean, and that's yeah, of course, that's a little bit of the ego, but I know because you are, yeah, you are higher in you're yeah, you're further than that. So and you want to show that it's not about really showing, but um, it's the urge, of course, that you feel to help people on that level to rise up.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let's say that again. Good. Yeah, yeah. That
Yeah, no, you
yeah.
did.
I
Your
get
English
you. I
is
get you.
amazing.
Yeah.
It is that though. It's that sort of that feeling of really sort of like going through your journey, and we have every single moment we have these different phases and evolutionary steps. So we
Yeah.
go up into understanding, remembering, igniting our inner light wisdom, progressing through that journey. And when
Yeah.
you've got to sort of backtrack it, into talking about your old stories and
Yeah.
your it almost sort of feels non-authentic because when you're in this mode here, it doesn't mean to say that you're any better. The truth is
No, no, no. It's not about that.
yeah, but it just sort of it felt like it was I was actually quite disappointed that
Hmm.
and again, like you say, it's this sort of egoic structure, isn't it? Is I was quite disappointed that I couldn't show myself to be at that authentic phase.
The version you are now, because you are not the version
Yeah.
then. Oh, that's the same thing because people say to me, well, why don't you tell your story? And I think I'm a little bit, yeah, done with my story. That's not done, of course, but yeah, I don't want to, why? Yeah, it was there. And of course, I've been there and it made me who I am now and through all the struggles and because it's a light worker's path and I can
Mhm.
talk to you about that without any, yeah, shame because it's just the more tougher path and now why I'm standing here, I'm so proud of, well, yeah, what I have achieved, of where I'm standing. And I lost all the baggage. And that's what makes me feel free inside. And that's a very effing good feeling.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think it's sort of like honoring your journey for that is really important also. So from an ego perspective, I wished it would have been a higher resonance of energy, la, la, la.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a lot of people that connected with me after that podcast because I did speak about my journey from A to B.
Yeah.
And so then, we've got different people on different phases of their journey. So actually I needed to have that further reach because it's a very big channel. Um,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, and the people that what sort of we reach are probably people that are more understanding things at a high level of understanding.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily foundational with the work that we do.
Hmm.
It's more what my higher self always says, and it's no hierarchy. It's more like a apex light worker
Yeah.
where we've gone through a lot of deconstruction.
Yeah.
We're authentic, we're starting to remember what it is that we're doing, but we align to those people that resonate with the energy that we're putting out,
Yeah.
so that we can then push through that higher vibrational level of consciousness and then anchor that light down into the system,
Yeah.
where his channel is very much more broader with
Yeah.
nearly coming up to 2 million, I think. But that gets the people that are on the first stepping stones.
Yeah.
So it needed to be that way, but ego kicks in and goes like,
I
but
get it.
yeah,
I get it. Yeah.
yeah,
Still, it's still working with me too, but that's fine. Yeah.
absolutely.
As long as we're conscious about that, it's okay.
Yeah,
And,
no
and
judgment within any of
no,
it.
no, no.
Just is.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
And I was just in the talk we had before we came on.
Mm.
I was talking about your hair, and I like
Yeah.
long hair too. I won't cut it short, but or short. Um, and you said something about the strength in your hair. Or no, not so. I know it means, yeah, it's a strength and wisdom and everything. And
Yeah.
I had a beautiful conversation with my son last Saturday. We talked
Mhm.
for hours, and he's recently awoken. So I'm so grateful for that. It's a beautiful gift, and
Yeah.
yeah, it touches me. Yeah, because well, he said, well, I'm gonna let my hair grow because I know what my hair does. And I said, yeah, 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 let it grow. So that was
Amazing.
what I was thinking about when yeah, you said about cutting your hair and that you,
Mm-mm-mm.
I
It's
don't,
interesting actually because before I had gone through this awakening journey, these are all labels, aren't they? But
yeah.
before I was on my spiritual path, I always had my hair cut short, like
Hmm.
really short, bobbed off, didn't have many layers in it, but I always had it sort of at the nape of the neck.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I started on my spiritual journey, was like, wow, I feel like I need it to grow. And then when I'd left my old relationship and we had lockdown, my hair started to grow, 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 grow. And again, you'd see it in my channel, the
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
phases of Nicola that the hair starts to grow. then I had COVID. I was ill for 2 weeks and my body was upgrading. And with that upgrade, my hair afterwards, a couple of weeks afterwards, my hair started to fall out.
Oh, really?
And it was coming away in clumps. Honestly, Nicole, I was in tears. I
Yeah,
was
I
absolutely in
get that.
tears. So I was like,
Yeah.
what? And I would do this, and then I'd have clumps of hair coming out, and I was,
Yeah.
oh my God. So my higher self said to me, she said, have your hair cut and have it cut short,
Mm,
like here again. And
yeah.
I was like, no, I can't. And I went to the hairdressers, sat there, and he said, okay, so what are we going to do? And I said, well, it's all falling out. He said, oh, your hair's beautiful. I said, no, it's not. It needs to be cut. And he was so shocked. And he said, well, how far are we going to have it cut? So I cut it right up here. And you would see it on some of the videos.
I know,
Right.
I know. I saw that on Facebook then. I know.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
remember that?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Because we've been connected for years.
yeah, for
So I
years.
had it
Yeah,
cut. And then, oh my, it just started to grow, but it's grown so quickly.
yeah,
But what my higher self was saying is that everything that is held within the structure of the hair holds data,
yeah,
intelligence, DNA. It's the structure of the physical body as it is a conductor, and as it attracts the energy, it's like an amplifier.
yeah,
But if the old energy that was in the hair that I had cut off, that needed to leave the body because all of this new growth that's come in is holding a different frequency.
yeah. I get that. Yeah,
So it's very interesting subject.
yeah. Oh, that's good to tell him also that maybe it's
Yeah.
good to cut his hair first before he's gonna let it grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all go through all these different sort of phases,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
but if we look at all the indigenous people, they would have had long hair.
Mm, yeah.
And then when we went into slavery, it was like they would cut the hair as
Yeah.
a symbol. If you was going in and being into a lot of religious contact, they cut the hair.
And the military also.
In the
Yeah,
military,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And even, oh, you're saying something like that, but hmm. Because and then I think, yeah, like the Buddhas or the Tibetan also are shaved. And I wonder why. Then I think, it doesn't match.
that is so interesting. Yes,
Yeah,
and sort of like
yeah,
where they would sort of like the Hare Krishna
yeah, yeah.
perspective.
Mm.
We could get some information and download. Why is that? It's interesting actually because as I'm sort of getting it here is that what I'm getting guided to say is that there are different templates of understanding of reality. And
Yeah,
sometimes the deconstruction can be taken to the furthest degree, which means that the disconnect to the hair enables you to disconnect from all things that
yeah.
are materialistic.
I get it. Yeah. So they can start from the ground up and all pure and have space for everything new.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
a perception of their
Yeah.
reality
Yeah.
states that they shave their heads,
Makes
where
sense. Makes
a
sense.
lot of
Yeah.
earthly um, souls more natural to another process, another truth that authenticity would then grow the hair.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
we go. Got a bit of nugget of information
Thank you.
from the
Thank you. Thank
universe.
you. And the I still want to talk a little bit about, of course, the light language.
Yeah.
The first time you came out with that, because uh, yeah, I can say now, okay, I'm a healer, I'm a natural healer, and I put everything aside what I learned because it just comes through me. And what I do, I don't know, it just happens. And of course, I know a little bit what I'm doing, but for the rest, I'm just a channel.
Yes.
And but to come out of the closet for that in the beginning, I found that really like, yeah, people around me, also family, found that really stupid. Of course, my kids said, "Oh, please,
Yeah.
mom, act normal." And I thought, I do, but I can't go back anymore. But how was it for you to yeah, come
Same
out of the
thing,
closet for that?
really same thing. It was really very difficult at first. I'd sort of, not going too much in the storyline, but
No, no, no.
I got into energy work, meditation, the light codes started to come forward, and I thought it was a natural progression, that it was very natural experiencing, the experience of starting to code with the hands and the voice coming in, and then sort of trying to understand it without having any prior knowledge to what it is that Nicola is
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really, I sort of hid it away to a degree only in my healing room. So if I was working with somebody,
Hmm.
it would be very separate. Then I started then getting this intuitive sort of want and need to be authentic. So I started speaking code, singing code when I was dealing with
Yeah.
cooking dinner.
Oh.
And then my family started sort of like, what's she doing? And I was like, oh, I'm just coding. They
Yeah.
was like, she's making it up. She's making it up. And so then, and you notice that when I said about, leaving my old family before COVID,
Hmm.
the marriage broke down.
Yeah.
So there's a throat coming in there.
Yeah.
And then the pointy fingers, the "you are ridiculous, you're mad, I'm going to connect with the hospital to get you
Yeah.
sectioned," came in.
Yeah.
Um, but where you start, when you really start to stand in your power and start to like, no, this is so intuitively who I am, my authentic self, is that I really don't give a jot whether you understand it or you don't understand it. I will forgive you, for you do not know
Yeah.
what it is that I am expressing through me.
That's beautiful said. I forgive
Yeah.
you for not. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's, sometimes when I put out reels and you might see me sort of just
Yeah.
sitting there without words and
I
just doing
do.
my cards.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
No, 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 no.
I do that with my hands often.
Yeah.
And it just comes. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just, it feels good, but
Yeah.
I don't know what.
It moves the, and so what you're doing there, Nicole, is you're moving the energy through the head unit. Okay,
Hmm.
so the energy comes in through the crown to throat, hits the heart, and it filters the energy through the meridian lines out of the hands. So it's basically heart energy
Hmm.
projecting through the hands, and then allowing those codes to upgrade the energy
Yeah,
in the energetic field or the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body,
yeah.
the light body. So we're upgrading the energy, just like if we did Reiki, like chakra,
Hmm. Yeah,
thing. It's a mudra. It's energy entering through and filtering always through the heart. We use our breath,
yeah,
and then that projection of the energy can be then received by somebody that then observes the post of me doing a reel or in a
yeah,
healing session. So we set our intention to be sovereign in our own light, to give, and somebody receives.
yeah,
So we're both empowered in this beautiful union of giving and receiving
yeah.
the codes that come through us. So nothing is forced upon somebody.
No,
If somebody decides a soul level of understanding to receive the codes, synchronicity comes in. If somebody sees it and feels an interaction and says, "Whoa, it's sparked me to cry,"
yeah,
or "It's made my body shake a little bit."
yeah,
Why is that? It's because we're bringing in light to raise the vibration so that you can start to remember who you are and to be authentic with your phases of
yeah,
evolution.
yeah.
So
You.
it's a
Thank you for
beautiful
this
journey.
lesson.
Mhm.
But yeah, thank you. Yeah. And it's beautiful because I notice it too in yeah, in my life too, when I come somewhere and I speak to people, and I notice the reactions back to me, even if I'm just talking.
Yeah,
And that's beautiful to notice. And it's, yeah, maybe it's also an ego thing, but it's a kind of recognition from, oh, finally. Yeah,
yeah,
really,
yeah,
really good.
yeah.
Yeah,
The other thing is that we should know as well is that maybe sometimes we're not expressing the codes through the hands and through the voice, etc., or within drawings, artwork creation.
Yeah.
It's the energy that is expressing itself. So it might be in the energetic flow, it might be in your
How?
energy field
Yeah.
that you give the light to somebody by being purely present. But
Yeah.
we must be authentic and reclaim ourselves back in. So we amplify our energy so the exchange, especially if we're empaths, is
So yeah.
not to absorb the energy
Uh,
from other people, but we're just projecting and amplifying our field so we dissolve the distortion. And then by being with the empath, you're actually feeling a little bit better, but you're not enabling them to siphon off your energy
No, well,
your life.
sometimes I still feel when I'm with in the crowd for a long time, and
Yeah.
come home, I still can feel sometimes exhausted.
Yeah.
And I know, of course, I have to do energy work every day, like brushing my teeth. So
Mhm.
yeah, I will do that. But still, then and yeah, of course, the downloads now,
Oof.
the shift coming to Earth. It's like it can knock me down. So like yesterday,
Mhm.
I was really in the afternoon. I walked outside because I thought I have to ground myself. But
Mm.
I was like, you know, I could lie on the couch all day if I want to, but I didn't. But yeah, I take my rest when needed because we need that.
Definitely, definitely. It's the integration of these high
Yeah,
frequencies coming in is
yeah,
to honor the physical body.
yeah.
So we're upgrading our energetic field, which is
Mhm.
great. But if it's coming in from a bombardment of energy coming from a celestial projection of light,
Yeah,
then it's going to knock the body off alignment for a little bit. So we
yeah.
may, which I call being called to sleep or called to rest.
I
It,
feel like I'm drunk and I didn't have
yeah,
alcohol. Yeah, yeah,
it's like an integration period, which
yeah,
is so important when we're rising.
yeah.
So if we look at steps, we rise up, but there's this plateau. There's the
Yeah,
integration.
I
And
know.
then we rise up and again another step. So it's not like it's not a slope where it's just up. There
No.
must be these anchor points
Yeah.
where we consolidate, understand, shift our perspective, hold a different level of truth, and then we might dip down a little bit, but we step up again. So we're always moving, but it's more like this.
Spiraling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Lovely. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I'm
So
so happy.
it's all good, this journey. I love the way that we get shown these different remembrances within ourselves. And it's this wisdom that we start to really ignite into our mastery.
Yeah.
And so every step, if anyone's listening to this, is know that Nicole and I have started from ground zero,
Oh, yeah. Scratch.
from absolute, low vibrations, depression,
Wow.
anxiety.
Suicidal thoughts.
anger.
Yeah. Yeah. Anxiety. Lots of anxiety. But now, yeah. Now you can be. Yesterday, I still purging. I almost every day a little bit still, but also from gratefulness. There are tears, but it's normal for me. It's like
Yeah,
going with the flow, like the ebb and flow flood from
yeah,
the sea. And that's moving into, yeah, moving the process and really enjoying the process.
most
I never
definitely.
thought I would say that, but yeah, now I can say it.
It's the honoring of the emotional state.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's like rather than trying to bat away the shadow
Mm.
with I only want to feel happiness and I only
No,
want
no,
to be
no.
joy and in peace. And it's like this is a dualistic experience of the lower vibrations, the higher. We want to focus on the light and let go of our stories and identification of all our trauma
Mhm.
to release the frequencies that anchor us into those stories.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, but we're not going to give it any power. We're not going to identify with it. We honor it. We love it.
Yeah.
That is the depth of shadow work. We can focus on light. We know where we're going, but we don't identify with the old baggage that
No.
we carried in the past. And
Yeah.
that's so important. The
Very.
shadow is so important to identify and to work through.
Yeah. Really, yeah, I know. been there, of course. And yeah, I don't know what to say. Just great.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful. Yeah.
It is that beautiful understanding of it's okay that if you sit there and scream your head off at somebody,
Oh
because
yeah.
I'm spiritual, I cannot speak my truth, or because I'm no, if you feel angry, you express your anger, but you're consciously aware this is not who you are.
No, that's beautiful that you say it like that because I told that to my son Saturday too because he said sometimes I feel the anger and I think no, and I said yes. It's important that you have to let it out. Even he has my old car now, so I
Mhm.
said, "Well, if that car could talk, they have a lot. I'm saying a lot in that car. Who knows a lot? Or it doesn't matter where you're at, but please let it out. It's not all love and light." I said, "Yes, it is." I said, "No, it's not. Of course, we are love and light and consciousness, but it's a part of us, and don't yeah you have to acknowledge that.
Yeah,
Once you acknowledge it, then it can dissolve, and you go through it, and then it can resolve, of course, of dissolve.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
What I speak about on my channel a lot is to make space.
yeah.
We've got to make space. So it's like what we were sort of speaking about in the beginning is the deconstruction.
Yeah.
It's got to see, okay, so within my physical body, within my energetic field, I've got all this junk. And to get more higher levels of consciousness into this energetic field to embody it,
Mhm.
I need to delete that, get rid of this, release, release, release
Yeah,
to create space. And
yeah,
then once you do, you literally then you rise up to the
yeah,
next level. You
yeah,
offload, you release, and you create space.
yeah.
Just like on your mobile phone, is that if you
Yeah, you
dead,
scroll. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
just delete some of your emails off, and you got a little bit of
Oh,
space
delete.
to
Yeah, I'm
download.
great at deleting. People, situations, everything.
Mm,
Well, yeah. The Lydia makes space, and that's also not attachment. So also that's why you moved. I sold my house last year, and I moved 4 times in 11 months, and that was quite a lot.
mm,
But I'm not attached to a place or to a house or to things. I had to buy some new things because I left everything behind. So even my bed and everything. So yeah, I need to have a bed to sleep in and a good one. But yeah, I took a lot of risks.
mhm.
And it made me very, very strong. Yeah, sometimes we have to do that. And I also, yeah, also like we said before we came on, um, we dare to do that now because we know we are guided and protected, and there is enough for everyone. And
Yeah.
not only you're talking about money, because we have to feel whole ourselves to attract, to be the magnet for everything. But
Mm,
it's time for, yeah, I see it that way. It's really time to stand up now because in this time,
mm.
uh, yeah, we're needed to be the bridge. Uh, and
Absolutely.
live our mission completely, and we not be distracted by worries from,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's a beautiful journey, the deconstruction, but also the probably the most hardest.
yes, yes.
Is that, the ego can kick in with having this, and then we have these sort of energetic cords to things. And there's a story that I've always sort of spoken about, which was I had the purple dress with the purple shoes,
Yeah, yeah,
sort of
yeah,
in the day. And this was this beautiful dress, and I kept on putting it back in the wardrobe. I was like, no, I can't get rid of that
yeah,
yet. I can't. And when I did, I put it in the bag and I cried my eyes out. I
yeah,
couldn't believe the amount of energy that was connected to that dress with, going to special events and
yeah,
with my old family members, and it was such a healing journey of the letting go. It's like we spoke about the cutting of the
yeah,
hair.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's like it's the offloading everything that you used to be, that is the deconstruction phase, so that you can step into, okay, now I've created again space in my wardrobe,
Yeah.
that I can then bring in the new. And this is a very big message in this uh,
Yeah.
today. It's if there's any of you out there that is a little bit in limbo, is that it's okay, because both Nicole and I have both done it, where we could fit everything into our car,
Yeah.
literally.
Yes.
I remember seeing on your Facebook, there was
Oh yeah.
at the time you was like,
I,
I could fit everything in my car, and I was like, oh.
I'm great at puzzling. But yeah, I had to declutter a few times because still, like you say, I also have some pieces that I thought, oh, they're beautiful. I don't want to get rid of it. But yeah, then the fabric becomes harder, and you think, well, let go. We can't take it with us, and it's only old energy. And people have to learn to see that everything you take from another relationship, if that's clothing, is that yeah, heaviness is furniture, and it's just stuff, and
It's just
it,
stuff.
and it doesn't make you happy because it's all in us.
Mm,
And yeah,
mm, yeah,
if you
it's
if you really really realize that, then when it sinks in,
mm,
then you really can let go,
yeah,
and then it comes to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So rather than searching for it and
Yeah, no.
everything's externalized, it's like that dress makes me really happy, probably for a couple of hours.
Hmm.
And this sofa is really comfortable to sit on, but it holds really dense energy within
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But it's okay, it's all externalized. The moment you can internalize, all of that baggage just gets pushed to one side, gets released, cut, cause contracts, all of it, just let it go. And then you then take that new step into that next evolutionary steps and guidance into trusting that divine plan
Yeah.
that the universe is aligning for you, so
Yeah.
that you can become the creator of your reality.
Yeah. True.
Not a victim, not a perpetrator, but you are a divine god, goddess upon this planet, sovereignty. Ooh, bringing it all in.
Yeah.
Create from here.
Yeah.
Oof.
I love that. Yeah. Well, I just had a question, but I don't know anymore. So
Has it flown through you?
it just flows, everything flows through me. Oh, yeah. I had one more question because the question is that I don't know sometimes anymore what to say because I sometimes feel more and more and more that words are too much. It's just, I can sit here and just watch you for a few minutes. Yeah. Saying nothing, and that's totally fine
Yeah,
because
that
the
is so
energy is
beautiful. Mm,
okay, and we only need half a word to understand each other, and that's such.
I love that so much. My
Yeah.
high self was always saying to me, so my high self to me is me
Hmm.
from a high perspective of understanding, okay?
Yeah.
And she always says to me, is like, silence is golden.
Yeah.
And it's that inward reflection, that contemplation, that sometimes we speak too much. And I know that we've been speaking here because we
Yeah.
need to communicate, but actually sometimes we need to not say one word at all, for everything just to be reset within ourselves. It's like we start to, as we deconstruct and rise, it's like the television becomes very annoying, and loud noises become like sharpened within our intensity, and you're like, whoa, I can feel, and it sparks and triggers that within inside of ourselves, that actually you are showing me, because you're breathing really heavy and eating like a, that's sparking real anger in me, that why don't you just eat quietly. But it's that beautiful shadow that starts to spark up, that then you can say, well, Actually, that's not about you eating like that or breathing like that
No.
or the television. It's how I interact with what is coming externally to show me my
Hmm.
shadow, to show me I'm holding anger.
Yeah.
And oh, what a beautiful gift. And when you become very conscious of that fact, you can use it to your advantage to clear, cleanse, and release.
Yeah.
But when you're going through the awakening journey at the first, you're like,
Yeah. I remember my daughter said that to my son when she was little. You're breathing too loud. On the table, you're breathing too loud. Stop breathing. Okay. Oh my gosh. And okay, yeah, we can talk for hours, I
I
know.
know, right?
But if you have one tip for the viewers and listeners, what would
Mm,
that be for today or for just any day? Because yeah, we live in the now, so it's every day.
yeah. I think that the main sort of thing that I would give for advice for anybody is just to stop and just have a sense of silence within yourself if there's any, well, do I need to do this or do not? If there are questions, it means do not act on anything. If you have absolute knowing, then step forward.
Yeah.
So we've been talking a lot about deconstruction here. So don't just because Nicole and I have like, just got rid of everything, don't just do
No,
it just because oh, I think I'll do that too.
no.
No, that's coming from ego. You will absolutely know in that now moment through quiet contemplation from an observational perspective by breathing in, asking yourself, ask and you will receive
Mhm.
that where do I go? So if anything is just go inside of yourself and just be, observe as much as possible, sit in nature, take things back. Really, really simple foundational stuff can be built upon and strengthened because every single step of the journey will always hold those foundational information, but you just deepen into the awareness of breath, deepen into silence, deepen into the awareness of ego, emotions, and higher self connection. So, if anything that I would say, and it's a very long, outdrawn,
Get it?
is just observe as much as possible. Try not to have knee jerk reactions. Just let it integrate before you take action.
Yeah. Just take an inspired action when needed and not before
Mm,
that. Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, I thank you so much for being here. And yeah, it's really lifted me up more.
It's been lovely. And we haven't spoken for ages, and
No,
I do see
no.
you from afar.
Yeah.
So just keep doing what you're doing, Nicole, because we're all stepping onto our journey, and everybody that steps up into their authentic light can be that beacon, that lighthouse bearer to help others rise. So, and we create ripples. So
Yeah.
just be authentic to yourself.
Yeah.
And
Thank
Nicole,
you.
thank you so much for being
Yeah.
here also. So it's
Thank
wonderful.
you. We all walk each other home, right?
We all walk each other home.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mwah. Ciao, ciao. And
Bye
until the
bye.
next time. Bye bye.
Bye.